My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Aethermancer. We're jumping back into another mythic difficulty here, and we are going to be taking out Hecatoncheires. Hecatoncheires. This is the boss of the third zone, the Garden District. Has 100-handed as its signature trait. Gains aging. At the end of your turn, if this monster has 3 or more age, triggers an attack against all enemies that deals 1/5 fire wind for every 3 age stacks, and applies 1 weakness to each enemy. Also, Zephyr Punch, one of your first abilities, is a 2/4 wind damage attack against the target enemy. If this monster has 3 or fewer age, apply age to itself. So we're definitely going to want to run some sort of age strategy here, I think. So I would love to see another party member with age, maybe Shambler, maybe Starspawn even. The Glutton? Oh no, none of you have age. Oh boy. Well then, what do I do? Fire, wind, so I'm looking for water, earth as coverage. I can really get earth. Jazzy, obviously, really cool. Gotta love the amount of sidekick damage you can put out there. Hecatoncheires, yours is a triggered attack. That triggered attack should then cause sidekick. So yeah, I do think I probably want maybe Jazzy as a good way to gain some additional power on the field, a good way to shield my units, and a good way to get out damage with that sidekick. I could also see Corbo for giving power to the entire field and then using that power for each of those hits. Amit also stacks over the top with Summon, but I took Amit in the last run, so a little disincentivized to do it here. Alright, Jazzy. What can I say? You're a damn fine minion. I mean, Lily's not really going to have anything that can help me with it yet, so let's take some fights. I do have to set up stagger on the top line enemy here. And why not shield? Aqua Bounce is completely mitigated by weakness, and so's the other kick. If this monster has 3 or fewer, perfect. So it triggers again, Hurricane Punch, then takes out the top liner, shield self, and we are ready to go. 100-handed, triggers at the end of the turn, and then the sidekick comes out as well. And 100-handed will now trigger at the end of every turn. I'll mineralize just because the enemy is attacking our top line here. Oh, nice. The weakness from 100-handed comes out before the enemy attacks, so it actually significantly mitigates the enemy damage. I don't know who really wants to be paired with these two. I imagine elemental coverage is going to be a part of it, so someone with water. On single target attack, apply weakness. Well, Hecatoncheires, you do that while you're setting up. Jazzy's less likely to do that in the long term, I think. What the hell is that? Also, what the hell is that? I don't... No, I don't have a fire. Well, I do have a fire attack. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. I'm not going to be able to age as gracefully and quickly as I would have liked. Because in order to make sure that I... Oh god, it's going to be 2 turns of generating ether? Ugh. Okay, never mind. I'm going to kill Tutzelworm first, and then I'm just going to slowly work my way through Jotun until I can stagger it. Because I would very much like to catch Jotun. I wonder. I summon the Fire Lance on myself here, but at the end of the turn, I'll trigger 100-handed. Will that? Oh, oops. The redirect! Yeah, okay, the 100-handed staggers there. And then the Fire Lance also attacks. Okay, so that also follows. Perfect. I'm gonna get my Jotun. Shing! Tank, shield, and age. Honestly, Jotun, you friend, look like you have good statistics for this team right now. Gotta remember I'm doing so much extra damage at the end of the turn, because there I was like immediately thinking, oh, I'm gonna take this hit, but no, of course I'm not gonna take this hit. Oh. Oh. Outlast gains aging. Whenever age is applied to this monster, heal and shield self for 3. Yes. Experienced strikes gains aging. For every 2 age, applies sidekick to self. Sidekick on this monster deals additional damage equal to the amount of age stacks on it. Okay. Let's get old and powerful. And more importantly, old. A care package? Out here? You open the care package and uncover a letter. To Syrinx, our savior. We've gathered some supplies and gold to aid you on your journey. We hope this finds you well. When you most need it. With sincere gratitude, Zanra, Kiefer, Slydog, Jack, and Leon. You gain 5 gold. By using the supplies, you manage to cleanse 3 corruption from your monsters. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it is extremely underwhelming. Ugh. Reroll an action or a trait. There's a little part of me that wants to reroll the Fire Lance to see if I can make an aging ability instead. Trait. So literally the 2 traits that I just picked up are the 2 traits that I can reroll here. Never mind. I'm gonna refuse. Give me 1 experience. It's unfortunate. You really want Lily, in my mind at least, you really want her to show up after you've got your full party together. Because that's about the time you're starting to figure, okay, maybe I could go in this direction. Ooh, no, I already have this skill. Maybe I should change that skill for something else. On Warden. Never mind. I mean, there's... Oh, there is Warden. There is Warden. Doesn't have any water coverage, though. And water is the coverage I need right now. All right, let's take a second to look at what Jotun can do. Rime Wind. Whenever damage is dealt to this monster's shield, deal a combined wind-water hit to the attacker with that much damage. You can shield self and redirect. You have shield generated +2. You have age things. You have a 3x3 water wind attack. God damn. Yeah. I think it's got to be you. If there was age involved on one of the wardens here, I would take it, but no, it's got to be Jotun, I think. Behold, Syrinx! All right, never mind. We already had this discussion a couple times before, buddy. Belt rare. On interrupt, 75% chance to apply sidekick to self. Sorry, sidekick to self. It's power to self. Sidekick damage +1 and corruption cleanse +2. There's also a basic chain. I want to take the rare belt. I kinda want to throw it on Jotun. Granted, you don't really care about that power being applied to self, whereas Hecatoncheires does care about that power. Okay, never mind. I'm going to overwrite the tome. Hecatoncheires really cares about that power because at the end of every turn, they attack every enemy. And they attack every enemy once. Unless they have 6 or more, and then they do it twice. 9 or more thrice, etc. So this is going to be really good scaling. And will be used very efficiently. By Hecatonch. Hecatonch! Whoa! Oh, right. Never mind. I couldn't... The enemy wasn't necessarily following me there, but they had already instigated the combat, apparently. There you go. Gotta get Patzel first. But there's also no ignoring Zephyr Punch. I mean, if the enemy is hitting 3 independent targets this turn. Definitely seems like a AoE shield is the best idea. And there it goes, even more age. Takes the important target out. Oof. Yeah, this is where it gets pretty bad. I don't have the ability to stagger any of these. And this is going to be another mineralize for all the AoE effect I can get out of that. Thank you, 100-handed, for applying some weakness to the enemies. Big poison wave. Bunch of weakness and poison and damage. Follows up with an explosive rush that almost kills Jotun. Excuse me? Legitimately, excuse me. I'm gonna have to mineralize again. Sets up Icy Smash and Sidekick damage to take the enemy out. And top line is shielded, thankfully, courtesy of how old they are. Drop a Fire Lance on the field, it'll attack immediately. End of turn, it'll attack again after the 100-handed. Huge amount of poison on all of my friends. Unfortunately for the enemy, fortunately for me. Poison does not trigger corruption damage. Otherwise, last run would have ended very early. And this one would also pretty much be over right now. Ooh, belt. Just on interrupt, 50% chance to apply power self. Jazzy doesn't really interrupt that much, so it's gonna be Jotun there. Go up. And also, absolutely gonna have to give Jotun some more max HP. We literally just saw what happens if we risk not doing that. There they are, the lurker. Found you again. They felt chosen by Void.
Correct. When the void opened, many cult of Ether followers fled the Forbidden Fortress, their previous hideout. But some saw it as a sign that they were chosen by the void. Why else would it have appeared around them, if not for them specifically? So they remained inside the fortress, slowly but surely dismantled by what they now worship. Here's your reward. I look forward to our next encounter.
Catch you then, buddy. I don't really have a 3 Earth hit either. I'm not going to be good at staggering any of these, but I should probably start with the Walpertingers. Good gosh damn. Again, they're attacking every different target on the field they can. Yeah, which probably makes my best move generating some resources for the next turn and just some shielding. Hell yeah. Don't have to follow any more on that. It'll die at the end of the turn. Guess I should go all out on damage here as well. Get him. Must you mineralize? That was my ability. So cast it with my ether, even worse. Excellent. 100-handed will finish him off, and now it's just you and me, Jotun. You reset with shield. It's worth noting I should shield before I attack you, because you will be attacking me back for each shield I remove. So we'll start out with that mineralize there, and then summon the Fire Lance. He's going Reflective Strike. I should roar. I really want to attack, but I should roar because... Oh, I was about to say, because it's not going to matter, because... Never mind, it absolutely would have mattered. We could have killed him. I forgot about the 100-handed and then the sidekick. Smash him with ice. Okay, Jotun, get an aging skill. Come on, aging. Aerial strike, 3x2 wind to target enemy, apply sidekick to self. Air dart, 2x2 wind against target enemy free action. I'm very unenthused by all of these, frankly. Volcanic Essence. Heal all allies for 3/7. Then, if all allies have full health, apply power to self. I'm gonna roll. I really want you to have something related to shield or like something that benefits sidekick a little bit. Battle spell. 2/3 water earth against target enemy. Cleanse 2 debuffs from self, 2 debuffs from self and sidekick. Snow charm, that's probably it. Heals target ally for 2/3. Shields target ally for 2/4. Oh, Snowy Embrace, hang on though. Shields all allies for 2/5, which is 2 sidekick stacks. And heals all allies with the debuff for 2/4. Let's do that. Loyal minions. Allied minions starts with 1 or more essence and prevent 1 corruption on their attached monster from each enemy attack. Cosmic Wisdom. Gain aging for each 2 age. Generate wild ether. Only because if I reroll, it's possible I won't get an aging trait. I will take that because it's much better to start having aging than not. But it seems I do need something that generates ether. I'm not enthusiastic about it. Let's just say that much. I hope that very soon I will look at it with enthusiasm instead. I'm gonna stop the poison with the Ice Smash. I think 100-handed is gonna... It's not gonna stagger Orthrus. I'm gonna stagger Orthrus setting it up, though. And it will then kill Orthrus at end step. There's that big shield for everyone that I should have done first. Oops. Everything works out. 100-handed causes 2 deaths. I think effectively what we're really aiming for right now is a death on turn 2. On the end of turn 2. If I can get at least one of them with heavy-handed, 100-handed specifically, that's great. If I can get even more than that, oh boy. Got him. Interesting. Dissolve. Target generates 5 random ether. Sacrifices the minion attached to target ally with the lowest essence. Free action. Interesting. Healing Dust applies 4 weakness to target enemies. Heals all allies for 2/6. And then finally, Cleansing Flame. 3/5 fire damage against target enemy. Heals all allies for 4. And cleanses 4 debuffs from them. I like that debuff cleanse. I don't necessarily want to only take things that have the keyword... Okay, Jazzy, you do some single target attacks. I don't necessarily only want to take things that carry the keyword age on them, but I kind of only want to take things that have the keyword age on them. You see how I'm conflicted between these two. End of combat, instead of getting 2 gold at the end of combat, I would prefer to get 1 corruption cleanse. This is a blessed pond. I can do some corruption cleanse here. I'll do that at the end if I do it at all. If I forget to come back here, I'd be completely fine with that. There's no problem in my mind. Ooh, elemental affinity. Who's default attack? It's never gonna be Jazzy. It's a little Hecatonchirous some of the time. Right now it's Jotun some of the time as well. Hecatonchir is, you pick up Wind Ether, because the whole party can use that very effectively. I do want to focus on Corbo. Corbo Wormling first here. It's only Corbo if it's mine. That said, I'll definitely start out with Mineralized Zephyr Punch for the first turn, and then I also want a Zephyr Punch on the second turn as well. Honestly, that probably means Jotun really should have taken the basic attack. Yeah, in retrospect, that would have been a lot better. Please stop just destroying my minions immediately. Cockatrice? Very rude. Yeah, the last one I'm going to want to take down is going to be the Ooze. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't think Wormling was surviving that previous... Explosive again? Are you kidding me? And the AoE... I mean, I knew it was going to use Explosive. I also knew it was going to be targeting our bottom enemy. It's just... I thought things were going to be dead by then. Okay, you shield 2 at the start of your turn. Thank heck, Jotun. First things first, I definitely need to shield and heal everyone. Snowy embrace him. I want to use this heal, but given the 100 hand of it all, I don't think it's going to be necessary. Well done, you healed and slimed. Now I must kill you in as few actions as possible. Heals all allies with debuffs, which is all allies, and cleanses debuffs from. Well, now that I've cleansed the debuffs, unfortunately. I'm going to use this Monster Blast because it would just be terrifying if I did lose a minion here. But I probably should have shielded and healed using the D-Boss first. This should work out okay, though, right? 100-handed comes out, and it's 2 hits now, so it finishes off the enemy perfect. We're all good! Oh man, I probably need to use that for like full corruption cleanse soon. Yep, Butzel. And thankfully here, we should be able to stagger Butzel with like basically our first attack. Get him with the Ice Smash, set him up for 50% extra damage. Zephyr Punch for the age. Perfect. End of next turn, I imagine that Turtleworm dies, which matches the pace that I want to set. Unfortunately, I don't have any debuffs yet. Which is unfortunate only in that if I did have them, I'd be healed. Okay. Things could certainly be worse. With that strike, we are set up for 100-handed to take you out, so now I can focus on everyone else. I mean, sure, I'll even Snowy Embrace just for the shielding and healing, because that 2 sidekick is really effective. And yes, you may heal, Slime.
You will not last long for it.
The scaling sidekick damage coming out from Jazzy every 2 age, increasing the damage they do with sidekick, and they consume all sidekick stacks at the same time. It's working together pretty well. Ectonkeries, debuff cleanse, just +1. What does that mean? Okay, so there's Glacier Smash, 4x5 Water Wind to target enemy, apply Age to self and then shield all allies with Age for 5. Neat. Eon Shield though. Shields all allies for 2x6. Applies Age to all allies with Age. That's exactly the kind of ability that we want. 3 Age for the cost of a single ability. I will God, do I really want to offer 20 gold? No, you know what? No, I'm gonna cleanse that corruption when we fight the boss. What do I need? I kind of want to replace Outlast. Realistically, it's not actually making us age any faster. It's just giving us a little bit of healing and shielding, which is fine. What's your debuff cleanse? At the start of your turn, cleanse 1 debuff from this monster. Pretty cool. Experience Strike's definitely good. Cosmic Wisdom. Abilities that I'm thrilled to reroll, few and far between. Kinda maybe Hurricane Punch there. I mean, there's obviously an option to go to a merchant right now. Just clear him out a little bit. How much money do I even have? 60. So I'd be able to buy, you know, like 20 gold's worth of experience, 30 gold's worth of experience maybe, and Aethermancer artifacts. Honestly, that's pretty good. And then I get 20 gold from Warden, who I imagine I'm fighting immediately afterwards. I'll grab as much gold as I can before heading to the merchant. 62. I was wondering, you're a regular visitor to Pilgrim's Rest, but you don't live or have a place to stay there, right?
Yes, that's correct. We only come by temporarily for our business.
Where do you spend most of your day then? Where do you sleep?
Well, here. Sally and I don't feel home anywhere outside of the fractured ruins.
You know that's bad for you, right?
Why? Oh, you mean because of the void? Don't worry, Siliux. Many things are known to us. Care to buy anything?
Nice. Power to target monster. Cleanses 5 corruption from all allies. Nice, nice, nice. Wind generator, ether +1, and basic attacks generate an additional wind ether. Honestly, that would be really good on Jotun right now. Just to help my energy efficiency, which is not good. And then buy 1 bonus EXP, do bonus EXP. Oh my god, Jazzy leveled up. Flawless defense. Retaliate. Shield self for 4. For every 25 shield applied to this monster, not by this monster, to this monster, apply power to self. Allies with 7 or more shield gain 1 damage and 15% crit chance. I do that a lot of the time. And power generator. For every 3 power applied to allies, generate 1 random E-cell. I want to just take tactical shields because I really want to still have this reroll for a situation where it's desperately necessary. Jazzy's not actually a tank. Jazzy can't really redirect damage to themselves very effectively. Literally at all, in fact. So flawless defense isn't the direction I'm going. I'll take tactical shields. I don't love it, and I would happily reroll that with a lily, if I can. Of course, there's no reason for me not to be using Heroic Horn. And just all of my artifacts in that case. Enemy's basic attack is like a 2x2 at the moment, so I don't need to Snowy Embrace. Mineralize would be fine. The only problem is no one can get me the earth that I need to mineralize. Zephyr Bunch has to happen. That's for the first 2 turns, just a guaranteed, so I can get Hecatoncheires off to a good start. I almost feel like I should just roar. Yeah, a little like that, buddy. And then throw out a basic attack. Nice. Hell yeah. Eon Shield. Shield all allies for 2x6, and then apply Age to all allies with Age. Damn it. I should have done Zephyr Punch first. That was actually pretty important. Oops. I'm gonna Snowy Embrace as well. Get everyone up to ridiculous shields. And then take the opportunity to generate some additional ether. Not thrilled about the effects of that Pollen Blast, but the weakness really took it down. Oh my god. Really? So you can only shield for half of your max HP, and the enemy did exactly half of my max HP and damage there, so I guess thank you to the shield. I would love to cleanse some debuffs from my allies, so Cleansing Flame is great here. I also really want to be able to cast Eon Shield, though. Oh, that's fine. I've got some Wild Ether. Get some more Age. No reason not to use the Hourglass of Undoing. And again, just generate resources or use a basic attack. 100-handed hits twice for 12, causing weakness each time, and then that causes a follow-up from Jazzy, causing even more weakness. I shield my allies, I weaken my enemy, I don't have to worry about corruption. It's working okay. Yet again, we drop the Ether Shield, follow it with Cleansing Flame to clear a little bit more debuffs. And sure, I'll even do the version that shields self, because that's a possibility of picking up. Sidekick? No, I was too off of being able to pick up the Sidekick from that. Not that the Sidekick was necessary, to be fair. You weakened my Tonk! I mean, honestly, just being able to use Eon Shield, for how costly it is, 2 red and 2 green, being able to use it every turn? It's pretty good. It's really helpful. Oh, dear lord, the enemy has a Volcanic Guard to retaliate with. Thankfully, they're not directly attacking Hecatoncheires this turn. Unfortunately, Hecatoncheires is directly attacking them with 100-handed, so they're gonna respond. We almost killed him with that, though. Did you have to respond? Pollen Blast comes out with a truly absurd amount of damage as well. Thankfully, Echo goes on Jotun on the bottom line instead. And the enemy dies at the start of the turn. Actually, I think they literally died to Jotun's shield. The Rime Wind. Jotun also levels up on worthiness, gaining +1 defense. Hecatoncheires and Jotun both level up. Also, oh yes, Decay. So Ancient Power, gain aging for every 3 age, apply 1 power to self. Sure, pretty good. Quicken Summoning, love a free action summon. Decay. Gains aging for every 4 age. Triggers an attack against all enemies with 2 earth-water hits. The damage of each hit equals the amount of age stacks on this monster. So that occurs when you age, rather than at end of turn or start of turn based on your age, which means mid-turn aging is now a lot better. Oh, damn. Endless endurance. Gain aging. Already got that. For every 3 age, apply redirect and shield cell for 2x6. Yep. You're my tank. Hourglass of Undoing gets picked up, and let's set out to... Ooh. Our merchant.
Usually I know this place inside out, all the shortcuts and hidden paths. But now with the void, everything's all shaken up. And it changes all the time too. Had to buy anything.
Blade. I mean, admittedly, the blade's pretty cool here. Crit chance 15%. Wind generator +1. Defense +1. Reduces the damage of each incoming hit by 1. That's pretty good. It's also an Aethermancer's Whip and Hourglass of Undoing as well. I'm leaning towards the Whip, because it's basically all I can afford, but also Whip is incredible. So I can can't half be sad about that. Tell you what I can be half sad about. The fact that it's the end of this episode. At the start of the next episode, we will be heading into the Forbidden Fortress, but until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier, and a special thanks to this episode to Cold Heart. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.